Hello, avocado fans. I had some questions and comments about growing avocados in partial shade, and I wanted to show you my small backyard. Look at these here. These are some trees I'm getting out and distributing, and they are in partial shade. They are in partial shade because young trees, baby trees especially, they can get burned very easily. And you can see that new growth, they're just getting started in the world. But luckily for these trees, they have protection from my big pomegranate bush, where I got 4 varieties in that bush, and they're protecting the trees. Let's take a look here. You can see this is basically a tent structure protecting these avocado trees from the sun. And I'm showing you that because you do want protection from extreme heat, extreme sun, and extreme cold. And your avocados will thank you for that. Because you can grow avocados in a small yard, and you can use your structures to an advantage. Look, for example, I got bananas growing here. Now, if I can grow bananas in my yard, obviously I can grow avocados. While back here, this is my full sun area. It is now late in the day, around 7. The sun's going down, as you can see. And these trees get full sun. So I will admit the production will be heavier and quicker, and they will grow faster if they get full sun. You see these guys? There's the little fruitlets all around the tree. In fact, I even had more on top. I took them off because it was too many for a tree this size. Same thing here. This one here, the Mexicola, you can see the fruitlet on top. This gets a lot of sun. As a result, it gets more production and it grows quicker. This is my Hass tree, which is really taking off. Also, it has fruitlets. So this is my full sun area, and yes, these are tropical fruit trees, and yes, they like a lot of sun. Once they are big, these are bigger ones. These are taller than me for the most part, over 6 feet. So they're enjoying it. But when they're young, not so much. So that's what I want to show you, that you can use your structure to an advantage. If you live someplace where you have a small yard, wherever you are, and you don't have an acre of land, half an acre, a quarter acre, well, make it work for you. Look, this here is an edronal. And look, it doesn't have much leaves. The good news about this little avocado alley is I know anything I grow here will thrive because it has a lot of protection from the house. It gets a lot of shade, and when it gets cold, it gets warm from the house. It's a nice protected spot. Well, look, here's a success story. Just like that edronal, which you rarely see in Northern California, which is why I'm growing it. Here's a Palo de Oro. Now this one is growing like a weed, which makes sense because it is famous for its heavy production. It wants to grow. Well, back here, I have a success story. At one time, this tree was only as tall as the Palo de Oro, and now look at it. It is fruiting. This is a lamb avocado tree, and it is probably 16 feet tall, and it is loaded with fruit. And guess what? It gets some shade protection and some protection from the cold from these homes. So don't tell anyone you cannot grow avocados in a small yard. You can. And don't let anyone tell you you can't grow avocados without full sun, because you can. This is in response to some comments I saw online and some discussions of people who have more land than others saying, hey, you can't grow avocados in the shade. Well, guess what? That is what's going on here. Look at that. See that? See those fruitlets? Look at all those fruitlets. They're all little Tic Tacs, and they're all taking off. And I'm going to get a very, very good production this year from this tree. Look right over here. So again, I'm telling you that you can grow avocados in partial shade. You can grow avocados near structures. In fact, I think that is why this tree has been doing so well, because it has basically had protection. Just as that happens in orchards. Where I live, we have several cherry orchards. And a lot of times, what'll happen is they'll put new trees next to the old trees, and they'll get be in the shade for a few years, and then they'll take off, and then they will grow. Well, same thing here. In this case, it's a house though. My home is protecting this avocado tree from extreme cold and extreme heat and letting it grow. It took a little longer to grow, but now when it's up there so high, it's getting a lot of sun. One day it'll be as high as that roof where the sun is, and it'll get even more sun. So again, grow your own avocados and grow what you love. We are not commercial growers. We are backyard growers, and we get to grow what we love and what the flavors that we like. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not growing avocados to sell a product to anybody. What I'm doing is growing my favorite avocados in my yard on my property. So go out, grow your own avocados. Whatever your situation is, wherever you live, get that thing in the ground, let the roots expand, and it will reward you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.